Hi, long time no see. I feel like it's been forever since I recorded, but I was deathly ill last week. I, for some reason, got strep throat, I think, from somewhere. So, like, my throat hurt really bad. And I had a fever of 102 from, like, late Monday evening until, like, Thursday afternoon. I was dying. So, needless to say, I did not record anything. But I'm back. We're back in business. I took, like, a day and a half off of work. But then I felt so bad because I was like, oh, since I work fully remote, why am I not sitting there in bed dying but also working? It's that, capitalism mindset, baby. We're back now, so everything is back to normal. It's a pretty normal week this week, at least for me. So I have work today. I had work yesterday as well, but work today, tomorrow. And then Thursday morning, Paul actually leaves to go to Washington, D.C. to visit a bunch of his friends from college. So I'm gonna take him to the airport at like 6:30 in the morning, and then it is my first weekend here in Atlanta, just like completely by myself. So I'm gonna try and plan some things so I don't get really bored, don't get sucked into just like sitting on the couch and reading and watching TV and stuff like that. It's supposed to be super nice, like 78 degrees, so no excuses. Today I am listening to The Club. I'll put in a little picture and like the author and stuff. From the library. It's good. It's like a Glass Onion-y kind of situation where it's like a bunch of rich people, somebody dies. It's a fun little mystery, short. I'll finish it by the end of the workday. This is the outfit for today. We got sweats, white tee, headphones. Oh, I've been loving these, by the way. Paul got these for me. They're the new Sony XM4, and I love them. I haven't been able to take them off since he bought them for me like a week and a half ago. Thanks, Paul. I got my coffee. I'm gonna work, and then I will check in around lunchtime or so. So yesterday, our apartment complex emailed everyone and said that they were all having issues with like the hot water and like the water pressure. I don't know. So we weren't getting any hot water. The water pressure was like really random and sporadic. And then all of our water started coming out like orange brown. So this is what she looks like. Yay. Okay, let's check if the kitchen one is the same. Jesus Christ. Okay. Wait, that one's fine. Maybe? That looks fine to me. Okay, what about the shower? Oh, fuck. Oh my god! Dude, that's actually the grossest thing I've ever seen. And I was supposed to, and I did shower in that yesterday. Oh, that's so, and I brushed my teeth with it. Luckily, we've been putting, the water and stuff through the Brita. Oh my god. That is the nastiest shit I've ever seen. I'm so grossed out. Our water, the way that they do it, there's a flat rate or whatever for the water each month. And I don't think they would give us any sort of discount because you know how apartment people are. But holy shit, That's like unacceptable. I don't know what to do. All right, where are we going?
Finally getting an ID. Oh wait, finally getting an ID.
Going to the DMV.
DDS.
Okay, Department of Driving Services.
Correct.
Okay, they close at 6:30, so if we're gonna make it and get the ID in time, it's gonna be a miracle. I've brought my headphones, my Kindle, my provisions.
Now serving D800.
You're so handsome. I think it looks good.
Up front, it's kind of ugly.
Back from the DMV, and it was, in all honesty, a relatively painless experience. They just kind of give you a little ticket, you sit down, they call your number, you know how it goes. And Paul's got his nice and quick, but now he's going to DC, and it takes 30 days apparently for like the plastic IDs to come in here. He has 30 days with his paper ID, and he's gonna have to fly on the plane and go to DC with his like big scroll. So that'll be fun for him. But now it's dinner time. I want to finish my other book, Thirst for Salt, today on my Kindle. And I did do the whole thing on like Libby where you have a book that's like downloaded and it's about to be due. And so I turned my Kindle on airplane mode so that the library can't take it off my Kindle. It still returns to the person, but they just can't take it off my Kindle until I finish it. So gotta finish that. And then I think we're gonna make pizza and salad for dinner.
Or with little play suits or a weird bustle.
Sure, it's like everything symbolizes something.
Good morning, happy Thursday. It is currently 9:10. It's a little bit later this morning than I normally start because I have turned off Paul's alarms, like ability to snooze, because they would go off like every 2 minutes and he would snooze them unknowingly in his sleep, okay? So it's not his fault, but he would snooze them all the time. And now we don't wake up. So maybe we have to go back to the old ways. Other than that, just normal day. I'm starting on work. After the whole thing with the DMV yesterday, Paul got his like temporary license, you know, the little piece of paper that I was talking about. And then he got all nervous because apparently you can't fly with, you can't fly with like a temporary license. But then I was like, oh, if you're flying domestic, then like TSA should let you, just as long as they can like identify who you are, you know what I mean? He emailed TSA and all that, and they like got back to him. And I think everything's gonna be fine. I think that he's just gonna be stressed and anxious about it, and I'm gonna be stressed and anxious about it. But it's all gonna be okay. So we're gonna go to the grocery store today, get some like carry-on items for him, toothpaste, stuff like that, so that he has his own in DC. So that is the plan for today. I don't have anything big other than that on the schedule. Oh, this is what we're wearing. So I got my little airy bodysuit. It's like long and flared at the bottom. Looks like this. My little college mag, zip up, and then the headphones, because I've been listening to like my books with the headphones because it makes me feel all immersed and fancy. All right. Let's get the show on the road, baby. We got hoagies for our last meal with provolone cheese on top. Yeah, but it's sad also.
Birth certificate, billing statement. Okay, perfect.
Good morning, happy Thursday, actually, for real this time. Paul has been delivered to the airport, so now I am an independent woman for the entire weekend. And I think it feels normal to me now just because I just have work, so like it's the same thing as usual until like 5. And then I think when it gets to be like 5, 6 p.m. and I'm all by myself, I think it's gonna set in more. It'll be an exciting weekend. Same old, work today, gonna make breakfast, sit down, click clack at my computer for 8 hours. It is supposed to be really, really warm today, like 78 degrees or something like that. That's the warmest it's gotten so far in the spring, so I am going to have to exit the building at some point to photosynthesize that. I'm gonna get started on breakfast. I'm thinking maybe some sort of bagel, egg, something more substantial. I've obviously been going through a huge ego phase and I need to release myself from the torment of the egos. So I'll do something different. While I made breakfast, I wanted to talk about something funky that's happened with my books this week. And I didn't intend to do this. It just kind of happened this way. So I read Thirst for Salt, okay, by Madeline Lucas, and then Holiday Country. I can never remember the author. Whatever. Holiday Country. And both of these books take place in like coastal towns, right? And they both have young female main characters. And both of them include these female main characters trying to navigate adolescence, either in college or like after college. And they go to these coastal towns and it's almost a coming of age story as they have some sort of, fuck, I can't open this. Some sort of romantic relationship with an older man. Thirst for Salt, he's like, mother, I got it. He's like 50 something and he's 42 and she's 24. And then in Holiday Country, she's 19 and he's like 50 something. They both use this like older relationship as a way to navigate themselves, find out where they're going, as told through the stark differences between the older man character and how young she is and how far she has to go between where he is in life and like where she is. And it's not told in the way where it's like super romantic. Both of the authors, I think, are critiquing the relationship in a way that's not romanticized or like fetishized the way that some romance, like age gap romance is. In Holiday Country, the male main character and his like romantic interest is also between the daughter and the mother. He's like an old fling of the mom's. The main character of that book, like the decisions that she makes to get together with this guy and like get his interest and all that kind of stuff. She's 19, so you can't really blame her for a lot of her decisions. I think that a lot of that is adolescence, and relationship knowledge will come with time, and you have to learn by doing really shitty things, I think sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. But she was insufferable. A lot of it was that the relationship also between the mom and the daughter, because, you know, she was like fucking with her, like her fling from high school, like the mom's thing from high school. And she talked about how she was the representation of what her mom had lost, and, you know, the currency of youth, and all you need to keep a man is to like make him feel young and all this shit. And she like really believed that. And I was just disgusted by her behavior. And don't get me wrong, I love an unlikable female character. I live for them, I ride for them, I die for them. But this girl, her 19-year-old teenageness, wanting to be an adult, it just oozed out of her in all of her decisions. And I think maybe, was I just frustrated with her, or was I frustrated by the way that some of her thought processes went? You know, I could see myself and my 18-year-old, 19-year-old self making the stupidest decision, thinking that, you know, you were somehow going to be different, or like you can change, you know, I don't really know. So I don't know if I was just annoyed with her, or if I was annoyed with like what I could see of my own 19-year-old brain in that girl. And it was well written, don't get me wrong, albeit a little slow. But I still think Thirst for Salt was so much better. I literally highlighted every single page in that book. And she also talks a lot about how when she was in love with this older guy, this one, he's 24 and he's 42. So it's like a little bit younger of a gap. And that guy had no sort of relationship with her mother, which I think is crucial. But it talks a lot about how when she was in love with him, and all she could think about was settling down with him and being at the same stage of life as he was, right? Like that only feels natural. You want to be on the same page as your partner. But then you also never get to explore your 24-year-oldness, you know, the way that she wanted to see the world, and she had just graduated college and all this kind of stuff. And so she had to sacrifice that part of her life. And it was how the decisions that you make, the paths that you don't take, the things that you'll be curious about for the rest of your life, you know, that also defines who you are. Not everything you ever dream of being or becoming or doing, not all of it can come true all of the time. You know, sometimes you have to make choices. There comes a point in your life where you have to choose one thing or the other, to go one direction or not, to do that trip or not, to move that place or not, to take that job or not. And so her book talks a lot about that. And of course, me, like that's something that I thought about all the time, and I still think about all the time. You know, the fig tree analogy by Sylvia Plath, that my life ranges out before me. You know, all these different paths that you can take. So, as much as I hated the main character and struggled to get through Holiday Country, I still think that I've thought about it a lot, and it's been interesting to read those two books next to each other. I mean, that's the definition of a good book to me. Number one, I have to have fun reading it. So maybe I didn't have as much fun reading Holiday Country as I did Thirst for Salt, but I'm still thinking about it a lot and wanting to discuss the dynamics between it and all of that kind of stuff. So I think that still makes a good book. A bad book, I just read it, brush off, and forget about it. And maybe I'll be a little annoyed about it for like 2 hours, but other than that, it has no impact. That is my book chat for this week between those two books. Here she is in all her glory. Bagel, guac, that is like the avocado, egg, and the red pepper stuff, pickled red onions, and so many of them because I love them so much. She's so pretty. It's so beautiful. It's 73 degrees and it's sunny. I have about 30 minutes left of my lunch break, so I think I changed into my little t-shirt. And I think I'm gonna go on a little walk, I think just around the block. Nothing crazy, but I always feel so weird when I go and I take a walk. I get weirdly nervous that like people are gonna look at me funny because like I don't have any sort of mission. I'm just strolling. And then I think that I'm thinking about myself too much. And this is my neighbor, you know, whatever. There are honeybees, like big bumblebees, that have been absolutely infiltrating my apartment. Like they stay outside the window all day long. Hold on, let me see if I can catch one. And dude just hangs out there, and Miko will go up to the window and like chirp, and she goes crazy over him. And they're at this window, they're at my office window, they're at the bedroom window. And I think there must be like a nest or something, but I feel like it's only gonna get worse in the summer. Walk time, short one, because I gotta go back to work. But I need to breathe the fresh air. It is 5:15 and I'm done with work, and it is up to 80 degrees now. So, you know, I can't resist the urge. I gotta go walk around the park, absorb some more sunshine, listen to some more music. And then when I get home, I need to fold laundry, I need to put the dishes away, hand wash dishes, and then the Eras Tour movie came out on Disney Plus today. So I want to watch that. I'll pop some popcorn or something like that. Maybe make a more substantial dinner than popcorn, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Read. Yeah, my main thing is the Eras Tour movie. I'm sad that I have to watch it alone, but that's what we're working with right now. And I don't have anybody in Atlanta that cares about Taylor Swift, so it's gonna have to just be me, and that is fine. And it's gonna be fun either way. Stroll it is. I bet it's gonna be fucking packed. Good thing I don't know anybody. Get home from my walk, unload the dishwasher, do the laundry, clean the kitty litter box, take out the trash. Gonna take a nice warm shower before I make myself dinner. Imagine my horror, my shock and horror when the water is freezing cold. And the plumbers have been here for 3 days, and I got my cheerful little video of the clear water coming out last night, and I was so excited, and I was like, oh, we're back in business, everything is good. Everything is not good. I'm like rinsing out my hair. I'm gonna hit this so it doesn't, like, the cold water, you know, doesn't sprinkle on my back. Oh, so now I'm warm sweatshirt, sweatpants, got my space heater going. Oh, and turns out the Eras Tour movie doesn't come out until 9 p.m. Eastern, so I have a little bit of wiggle room. One thing that I swore that I was gonna do with myself today, so I had it for tomorrow morning and throughout the weekend, was I was gonna make chia seed pudding. So I have my chia and my light coconut milk, and then I like to use honey, vanilla, and I feel like there's something else. Oh, a little bit of salt. I might add some like cinnamon or something. Spice it up, make it a little bit more interesting. Chia seed pudding is not very like fun to film or take pictures of because it looks like little ants swimming in milk. And some people really hate the texture because it's like gelatinous. But I love it. My video of making the chia seed pudding somehow got deleted because I ran out of storage. But I added those ingredients, the honey, the coconut milk, the chia seeds, the vanilla. I added a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg this time. So this is the texture of what she looks like now. And then you set it in the fridge overnight, stir it up, and then it's good for like 5 days or so. Ta-da! This has been my hyperfixation meal over like the springtime so far. We have rice, like turmeric rice, so it's yellow, cucumber, green onion. It's like this little like sour cream and mayo sauce with lemon juice, brown turkey, flatbread. It is so good. And then since Paul's not here, we have leftovers. I obviously need to clean the kitchen. And I'm so excited. So I'm gonna sit down, watch the Eras Tour movie. Finally, that's what we got. It's a spread. Really enjoying myself, but having an absolutely visceral reaction to the fact that I did not get to go and see the Eras Tour, which was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm never gonna get that back. And God, that is so sad. But I'm enjoying the movie. I feel so, like, stupid and dramatic over this, but, like, I don't know. Lots of people have fun over this kind of stuff, and it's okay to like popular things. I feel so passionately about that. I will not lie to you, it hit about hour 3 of that movie and I got a little sleepy. Fake fan moment, actually. I feel like an imposter right now. I'm gonna finish it here on my trusty dusty computer. I'm sleeping in the middle of the bed because I have it all to myself. I did have a little, God, I miss having a man in the house moment. I'm checking the locks like 5 times. For some reason, I'm afraid that every window is unlocked, that the oven is on, that the stovetop is on. So I'm freaking out a little bit internally, but it's gonna be fine. Put my movie back on, spray my little aromatherapy spray, and not dream that the house is burning down. That is the goal. Sweet dreams, everyone. Tomorrow is Friday. Well, technically today, because it's like 12:50, but it'll be the weekend soon. Night night. Good morning, happy Friday, except it is not a happy Friday. I, like an idiot in my days last night because I was so sleepy, I was loading the dishwasher right before I went to bed, and I put my beloved ice cream scoop from Brahms, which you can only get in like Texas, Missouri, Oklahoma, not in Georgia, my beloved little ice cream scoop that my Mimi got me for Valentine's Day and Christmas. I put it in the dishwasher. Before this, okay, you can't tell now, but it was all like shiny and perfectly silver and aluminum, okay? And then you put it in the dishwasher and it ruins the aluminum and it ruins the like conductive heat component, you know, that makes ice cream scoops special. And I've used it several times before and I've always just rinsed it off in hot water and like that's been fine. I feel like such whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, and naturally I woke up and first of all, forgot my antibiotics last night. You know, you have to finish out all your antibiotics, even if like you feel better. You gotta take all 20 pills or whatever. And I forgot to take it last night, which means that I gotta extend it, and that can't be good, right? Not life or death, but it can't be good. And after all that chia seed pudding last night that I made, and I went through the whole struggle of, you know, trying to film it, woke up this morning, don't even want it. Not in the mood. So I think we're gonna make this, and we're gonna do it the bread version because it's Friday. And I want something delicious that's not a health food like chia. I want a nasty Betty Crocker bread slice and I want to put butter on it. All right. Oh, and it's supposed to thunderstorm all day. Damn it. It's only up from here, right? Only up from here. Small inconveniences. Here she is. She's so beautiful. Strudel on top. Going in the oven. God, and the breads take so long to cook too. Alexa, start a timer for 40 minutes.
Good morning, Nikki. 40 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. Okay, the only thing I am feeling okay about is the outfit today. I got my white little sweat set, my Skims bodysuit. I love this thing. Need it in more colors, because I normally don't wear purple, but it fits. Ta-da. Hopefully that'll bring the mood up. Cute outfit, you know what I mean? Done with work, but I have been for a while because it's like 6:30 because I rotted on the couch after I closed my computer. I had a project that I wanted to finish by the end of the day, but then I realized like halfway through the day that there was no way that was going to happen. Kind of worked like over past 5 to finish that, and then I realized that it's not that serious and nobody cares. So I put the computer away, but I still feel like I'm in like a bum mood because I listened to, she listened to a book, Alice, Sadie, and Celine by Sarah Blakely Cartwright, I think is her name. Hopefully that's it. And it's like a sapphic novel, but it's another one of those books, and I won't even get into it because I honestly don't care that much, but Another one of those books where I hate all of the main characters. I'm still gonna finish it. Probably not today or this weekend, but I'm about halfway through. Not even gonna tell the plot because, again, like I said, I really don't care. The moral of the story is it just put me in a Debbie Downer mode. That I need to listen to some music or watch a TV show that I really care about where I don't have to think about a viewpoint. You know what I mean? You ever just want to be freed from viewpoints? Yeah. I'm going to pop popcorn. I said I was going to do it yesterday. I've been craving it for a few days now. So I'm going to do popcorn, sit on this couch, maybe edit this here video. I don't really want to read anymore. I'm kind of bored. I'm just happy that the sun is still out and it's like almost 7. Well, okay, I wouldn't say sun. It's been raining all day, which may be contributing to my mood. This is the setup, the couch setup. You know what doesn't help is all day Paul has been texting me from DC and he's like, oh look, I'm in Georgetown. Oh look, I'm getting brunch. Oh look at this restaurant I'm at. Oh look, I'm at the Capitol. They get to drink their little green, God, I can't get that out. Their little green beers, do their fun little things. I texted him and I said, you know, like, why are the men out here doing women's jobs, which is hanging out and getting drunk? And why am I doing man's job, which is taking out trash? That doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't sit in my soul very well. Bring back the nuclear family. I'm joking. I shouldn't say I'm joking. Paul's a kettle corn kind of guy, and I like kettle corn, don't get me wrong. But every once in a while, I want like a movie thing. I want to feel the salt infiltrating my gums. I want to feel like my teeth are gonna fall out, my lips are swelling. So I was allowed to get this little package, the little 3-pack. It's all that I'm permitted. It's my ration. I also get so nervous when I pop popcorn because it never, like when you use the popcorn button, that never is actually enough time. So you have to like stop it, pause the microwave, open the door and close it so it like knows that it's done cooking, and then you have to add the 30 seconds because you can't let the heat dissipate because like the butter and everything in there still has to be hot enough to pop the popcorn. It's a science. It's a science. I had this friend growing up who her family always popped their popcorn on the stove top. On the stove top, and so they would do like the air pop popcorn and then add a whole bunch of seasonings and stuff like that. I tried to do that one time and I set an oil fire or grease fire. I think that's the same thing. And grease fires are so scary because you can't put them out with like water. Water makes them worse. You have to like cut off the oxygen. And I was in my neighbor's house too. I wasn't even in my own house. I'm gonna set their house on fire. Okay, I think we're almost done. Okay. My method for it, I thought it was always like, you leave it in there popping as long as you hear the popping sounds, and then when it gets to like 2 seconds in between each pop, then like 2 seconds of silence, then that's when it should be done. Good and done. Oh yeah, look at that butter. I have my beautiful bowl. I'm gonna take her to the couch and eat the whole bag. And if you can't eat a whole bag of popcorn by yourself, weak. I feel the same way as if you can't eat a whole Qdoba bowl by yourself. I think that that's weak. And you have to be using the chips as the method of transportation for the food to your mouth. So instead of a fork, you're eating the chips. So you end up eating the Qdoba bowl and have a bag of chips. And I think that even after you eat that whole thing, I think that you should still be a little hungry. Like you could still get like a little something. You still try your friend's bowl or eat some more chips and like dip it in the salsa. Oh, this shit's so good. And you know what? I might even salt it. Might even add a little salt. My favorite way to eat popcorn as a kid. Again, this is my other friend's house. Not even the air popping friend, but a different friend. Growing up, her family ate popcorn, like movie theater butter popcorn, and then they would douse it in Tabasco, like until all the pieces were like sopping wet and it was a weird texture. I liked it. sopping wet in Tabasco, and then you take that like super cheap, like great value Parmesan cheese that comes in like the green and clear shaky bottle where like one side is the sprinkle and then the other side is like a ton of it at once. And we would do the ton of it at once option and douse all of the kernels in the Parmesan cheese. And then it would stick because of the Tabasco, so you get your like salty, buttery, cheesy, spicy. Oh, my stomach would hurt. My stomach would hurt for the rest of the night. We're watching Aquamarine for the 80th time. I'm eating that popcorn. Love it, love it. But my stomach would cramp at the end of the night. I tried to recreate it once as an adult a couple years ago, and it's just not the same. Okay, I'm actually gonna go sit down now. I was supposed to go to this like book themed bar / coffee shop thing tonight with my friend, but she had to work today and she is exhausted, understandably, so I don't think it's gonna happen. I still ended up getting ready and I'm trying to think in my head like what I could possibly do by myself, you know, like all alone. But then I think about the fact that it is St. Patrick's Day. Well, it's tomorrow, but like everyone is celebrating St. Patrick's Day today. And I just feel like it's not the right night to like go to a smaller bar or like I don't know, like a nicer bar or something, or like more casual area where they serve drinks and like sit there alone, because I feel like everyone's gonna be there with friends and I don't have any, so don't really know how to navigate that. I'm probably gonna get in the shower because then at least I feel like I have a resolution for my night. You know, I won't just be like sitting there scrolling through social media, like seeing what everybody else is doing. Like at least I have made a little plan for myself. Maybe I'll do like a hair mask. There's only so much reading that you can do in a day. Kind of bored of that. I'm just like itching, you know what I mean? That like Saturday night itch when you are a young person and everybody is still like doing fun things all the time and you're alone. And I don't know like when that will go away or like how to avoid it, because I feel like I'm always susceptible to it come like Saturday nights at 9 p.m. I'm like, fuck, I need to do something with myself. And it's not that I'm like bored or don't like my own company. It's just there's only so much I can do with my hobbies, you know, throughout the day. Whatever. It's a normal thing. And I think that I am just feeling bad for myself. Look at that. Look at those acrobatics. Oh my goodness. Hi, Tweety. Hi. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Okay, drama queen. We made it to Sunday and nobody died because we did not go out. And I woke up this morning and I felt really good. I was like, maybe this is fine. Like maybe I'll be okay. I decided to go to that place that we were supposed to go to last night. I'm just gonna go today and get coffee and edit this video and maybe read per usual. And then maybe I'll go to get lunch or something like that. Honestly, I think one of the main reasons why I don't like leaving the house that much unless I can walk is because like the driving situation here is so fucking stressful. And I have to pay like, I'm sitting in my car now, but I have to get up and pay in a second. I have to like pay for parking everywhere. And so there's no way that you can leave the house in your car without at least paying $15. And that is just so infuriating. Like, it makes it impossible, especially if I'm not trying to spend money, to leave the house or do something. Because then, like, if you leave and you go to a coffee shop, you got to get something at a coffee shop, and that's going to be $8. And then you have to go and pay for the parking, so that's going to be at least $15. Now you've spent over $20 just for stepping foot outside of your house. Like, it literally feels like a punishment. Atlanta and we will only get along for so long, okay? I can't do this for a long time. I'll take pictures of the place. Hopefully it's as cute as I've like made it up to be in my head. I'm wearing my green because it is actually St. Patty's Day. All right, wish me luck. Yeah, parking was $25 for an hour, so I'm actually not. I have successfully spent the whole day outside by myself, which is an accomplishment. This is the first time I've ever done that. But I went and got original Chop Shop. I got a salad. I've never been here before, but it looks really good. It's like kava, sweet green, that kind of thing. I was the only person in there, but it was really cute, and they had a lot of places to like eat inside. And then I got a juice. So this is the facelift. It looks like a dreamsicle. Let's see. That's really good. It's really heavy on like the carrot and the ginger, but I really like that. I think this is gonna be it for this week. Thank you for spending the week with me, even though I was very talkative. It was nice to be able to like talk to the camera and feel like I was, you know, accomplishing something and talking to somebody. I hope everyone had an amazing week, and I hope to see you next week.